I'm gonna try not to be biased about this movie because I used to have a dog named Max. He was our first dog. We had him for a good 10 years. I'll be okay though. Max. So Max is the story about a dog who served in the military, and he returns from service because his handler died, so now this dog has kind of a PTSD thing going on. Yes, animals can experience PTSD just as well as humans can. So Max goes into the care of the family of this fallen soldier. It's the mom and dad and the younger, now only, son Justin. So this is the story of how Justin and Max kind of get along and bond. And I'm not gonna lie, of the two movies coming out this weekend, the other of which I've already reviewed for you, this is certainly the better one. 15 minutes into this movie is the funeral scene for Kyle, the fallen soldier. This isn't spoiling the movie because it was in the trailer. And the dog runs up to the coffin and then he lies down because he's all sad. I was tearing up, man. Those were some real feels right there. Like I said, maybe I'm just a softie for this kind of stuff because I just love dogs. I currently have 3 dogs right now and I love them immensely. The characters in this movie were very relatable. The kid Justin is kind of a standoffish kind of dude. He doesn't want to be bothered. He just wants to be left alone, especially since his older brother just died. I can imagine that'll leave you pretty jaded. And now this dog gets pretty much plopped in his lap like, great, now I gotta take care of this thing. And this dog isn't a fan of him either, and that was really interesting to see. Animals in movies are like among the most trained animals in the world, so forgive me if this sounds weird, but I'm going with it. This dog is quite the actor, and I love seeing how Justin and Max bond over time because at first, yeah, they want nothing to do with each other. Then Justin meets this girl Carmen who's really good with dogs, so she helps them bond and she bonds with Justin, and there's just a lot of bonding going on all over the place. As good as the story was in this movie, it did drag a little bit. This isn't a big complaint that I have, but it is something that I do need to address. As each of the characters are going through their story arcs, you do kind of get a little sense of how they're going to play out. The movie's not predictable, but you do know what kind of movie this is. It's a family drama movie. So some of the scenes do feel kind of boring, and I'm not gonna say it's fine and it doesn't bring the movie down. No, it does bring the movie down, but it didn't happen very often. You just gotta plow through the slow scenes and soon enough the movie's gonna pick up again. And the comic relief in this movie is pretty funny. Justin's friend Chewie is pretty much the comic relief character, but he doesn't overshadow everybody. He plays a relevant part in the story and he delivers the funny lines when he's expected to. That's how comic relief should be, unless you're the genie in Aladdin. That's the only exception. I understand that this is a pretty short review, but there's nothing really more to say about the movie. It's pretty simple. The characters were relatable, the story was good, although it did drag a little, and this movie delivered the feels. I will say, go see this movie while it's in theaters. And you really should go see it too, because I know it hasn't been marketed that much. Ted 2 is probably going to make more money, but I am telling you that you really should go see this movie. It teaches a very good life lesson, and we could all use that every once in a while. So have you seen Max? What did you think about it? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.